Hey guys, it's katiejuly. This is my week 13 post-op gastric bypass update. So sorry I'm coming to you one day late. A little bit I had made on Monday my video about my 3-month appointments. So I wasn't feeling super the urge to make a video. But also yesterday I got home and was just like tired and grumpy and whatever. And was like, oh, I'm not going to go to the gym. I don't care. I'm not going to go to the gym. And then at like 9:30 was like, okay, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. And I got dressed and I walked over and I went to the gym and did arm weights and did the elliptical and felt awesome. But when I got home, it was 11, a little bit after 11. And I was just like, that's my day. Like, no need to make a video. So I'm going to work in a few minutes. Pardon the wet hair. I can't find my blow dryer, which my apartment's tiny. It's only 2 rooms. So I don't know if that's more reason to lose stuff because there's so much in here in such a small space that it's hard to move around sometimes, or if that's like ridiculous that I can't find a hairdryer in 2 rooms. So sorry the wet hair. I'm going to go to work with it wet, and I'll just have to live with it. So this is my 3 months, sort of my 3 months. Tomorrow is my 3-month surgiversary. I'm going to go to a support group meeting tonight too. I went once, not last month, but the month before, through my surgeon's office, and kind of made a video about how I thought everyone was a little bit whiny. And then realized that I hadn't talked at all, which not that everyone's like waiting to hear what I have to say, but you know, if I want to be part of a conversation that's more positive and that's, you know, more focused on like advice and tips and that kind of thing, maybe I should speak up in the meetings and not just sit there and kind of let the conversations really go downhill. So I'm going to go again tonight. Really give it a second chance, and my goal is to talk during the meeting, so we'll see. Last time it was like half pre-op people, which I thought was really interesting. So it almost felt a little bit less like a support group and more like, you know, kind of the big question was, will this surgery work for me? You know what I mean? It felt like the whole thing was sort of talking to the pre-oppers rather than the post-oppers talking to each other, which is fine, which is totally fine. And I mean, I watched a ton of videos when I was pre-op, and that was a super big help, but it's an interesting tone for the meeting. Anyway, 13 weeks. So I started off this whole thing 13 weeks ago at 290 pounds. I was 225 last week. Yesterday, which was my weigh-in day, I was 220.8. Yay! So I lost 4.2 pounds, which is exciting for me too because I've had 3 weeks now of being 2.8, 3 pounds, 3.2. So 4.2 feels really big, nice and big number. And that puts my total at 69.2 pounds. Whew. So super close to 70. If someone were to ask me how much weight I've lost so far, I would just say 70, which is really exciting. And not too much of a lie, you know, I'm only 0.8 away. So hopefully next week I will be in the 210s. Would be so cool. And I realized I had set my goal of being at 225 when I went to see my surgeon and my nutritionist, which I met. I was 222. And so I was thinking this morning about what I wanted my next goal to be. And I don't know if I really have one or if I really care. I mean, obviously I care, and obviously I want the numbers to be flying off me and the scale to be just sliding on down. But I don't know that I want to set a date in terms of what I want to weigh by when. I think my goal is to focus on the gym, which I've been doing the last few weeks, and to really try to get in 3 times a week of lifting weights. So I did weights yesterday. I don't know how many of you do weights for your lower body, but I feel like I love doing arm weights. I feel like they're really good. So I do, my camera's like showing off all my messy apartment and not really me at all. I do shoulders, biceps, triceps, upper back, lower back, chest. I don't do abs, which I know is terrible, and obviously I really need to. But a little bit it's because like the gym's really tiny. It's a Manhattan gym, and so everyone's on top of everyone, and there's this little mat that like 4 people can sit on maybe, but you're like laying end to end. And I still have this feeling in my head that like everyone's going to be looking at the fat girl doing sit-ups. Do you know what I mean? Which I've totally gotten over that with lifting weights and doing, you know, free weights and machines and everything, like whatever, let them stare. But there's something about like being on that mat that takes me back to high school gym class. So I think I might just get a yoga mat for my apartment and like when I come home do some sit-ups. I know I should just get over it and do them there, but I don't know. As I battle that out in my head, I feel like weeks and weeks are going by without me ever doing a sit-up. So I think I'm just going to get a yoga mat. But my question is, for people who do weightlifting or, who are pretty hardcore about it, is do you do your lower body? Because I had done it once or twice, but then I felt like, well, then I go get on the elliptical for half an hour and I'm basically, or the treadmill for 45 minutes, and I'm basically moving my quads, my hamstrings, my butt, you know what I mean? So a little bit it just felt redundant, and it felt like, at this point at least, not super necessary. But that's probably not true. So let me know if you guys do all the lower body machines too. I'm really curious. I did go, let me think, I went to the gym, last night would count for this week. So last week I went to the gym 3 times, but 3 other days last week I went for long walks. So, one of those days Becky's mom was in town and we walked at least 2 miles in the city. We walked a mile to breakfast, and then we walked to the show. We went and saw a Broadway play, which was so, so good. And then 2 nights during the week when I came home, Becky and I just really didn't feel like going to the gym. And the weather here, yesterday was gross, but before that it was like beautiful. So we do kind of a 2-mile circuit in the neighborhood. Obviously that's a lot slower than when I go to the gym and I'm on the treadmill, but I still feel like it's an hour almost of walking. It's 2 miles. It's something I wouldn't have done pre-op or before I was really exercising, so I still count it. So I did 6 days of exercising last week. But my goal this week is really to get focused on my weight training, because I feel like it's a little bit sporadic. I do it 2 or 3 times a week, but I really want to get super focused on it because I love feeling strong. Let's see. I feel like my arms, can't really see any muscle, right? Okay. But also, because it's my 3 months, I wanted to do a BMI check-in. So I started off at 46.8 for my BMI, almost 50, and now I'm 35.6. So when I went in to see my surgeon, actually, he was like, oh, you're no longer morbidly obese. Really exciting. And then I'm going to try to put in a before picture. I'm terrible at editing, but let's see if I can figure out how to put it in right here, just to indicate to myself. And then I'm going to do a full body shot, but rather than take photos and upload them, I'm just going to back it on up. So the shirt that I'm wearing is actually my girlfriend's. I stole it. She doesn't know. And we're about the same size now. And then the pants are her Castaways. She just didn't like how they fit because we have totally different bodies. But I think they're pretty cute. So give me a second. See if you can see. My cat's on the ground here and won't move. Can you see that? So this is my full body shot. So 220.8 right here. So I feel like the shirt is maybe a tiny bit tight, but I don't know. I've been wearing some of my old shirts, my normal stuff, and they're so baggy that, not so baggy. Like, obviously I can wear them, but I feel really sloppy in them, and I feel bigger when I'm wearing them. So I feel like now I'm back, to wanting to wear something that's like a little bit more fitted. And I went to Old Navy, I think I showed you guys, and I bought like 5 new shirts. So I think I need to go again and get at least 5 more $10 shirts so that I'm not wearing the exact same 5 shirts every week to work. Crazy. Yeah, but that's it. Becky's birthday is on Saturday, which is really exciting, and usually we would plan a huge feast, or the bigger thing is, because we're both foodies, we would cook at home. But it just doesn't feel super as much fun, so I asked her if I could plan her birthday. So we are going to go to our favorite French place in the morning, but then we're going to go see another Broadway show. We're totally spoiled. I got like really good deals. So we're going to go see Avenue Q. And then we're going to go to the Butterfly Conservatory, which is like this huge conservatory where they have thousands and thousands of butterflies. So I thought in the winter that'd be really pretty. Then we're going to go to this new restaurant that got a great review for dinner, and then we're going to go see a burlesque show at night. So I think it'll be really fun. It's like a whole day of activities and moving around and still getting in really good food, which we love, and I don't want to cut that out or anything, but it's not so food-centric. So hopefully it'll be fun. Okay, hope you guys have a really good week, and I'm going to post a link to AJ's video on the side, the inspiration. I'm sure everyone is subscribed to him, but if you're not, definitely check out the video because it sounds like a really good project. Okay, have a good day. I hope you guys are healthy.